Welcome to What We Watch When We Drink, a Booze Dancing Entertainment Network podcast featuring lively discussions about movies, TV shows, and anything else that we're watching while we drink our favorite boozy beverages. If you enjoy this show, please subscribe on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, Google, Audible, and anywhere else you get your podcasts. You can also find us on boozedancing.com, and if you have any questions, comments, show or drink suggestions, email us at boozedancing@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Hello.
Hey, hello. We are live. It is Whiskey Wednesday. We are back with you. What we watch when we drink on the Booze Dancing Entertainment Network. The two of us are here. 2/3 of us are here tonight.
At least for now. You never know when we show up.
We may have a cameo appearance by by the professor coming in later. Yeah, coming in later.
Supercomputer.
It's been a couple weeks since we got together, and we are back with a fun movie to talk about and some drinks to chat about and drink. I want to remind everyone that my partner and missing partner do all kinds of fun reviews on at the murder table of beer, wine, whiskey, whatever. Check that out at boozedancing.com. And you can watch this podcast in various places tonight. You can watch it on YouTube, boozedancing.com. Where else? Instagram Live.
Shall I?
Go right ahead.
Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram.
All the biggies. That's the four of the big seven of the
four horses of the streaming apocalypse.
That's right. And this will be out on a podcast that you can download in about a week or so.
Yep.
And so there you go. We had talked about last time when we got together. Well, first off, how you doing? What's up?
I'm okay. Nothing.
For a Wednesday.
Looking forward to having a drink. It is Whiskey Wednesday.
Yes. It's Whiskey Wednesday, and we are going to have a couple whiskeys of some sort in some fashion. It's been a long week, and it's only Wednesday.
I know.
When we were here a couple weeks ago, we were talking about we had our wrap up for 2025.
Correct.
And one thing we didn't get to was our in memorial segment that we do every year. We did not. Talk about who we lost in 2025, and we brainstormed to maybe do that tonight, and that came up with the concept of our movie tonight.
Because of dearly departed.
The dearly departed Rob Reiner is the director of our tonight's feature film, which is
When Harry Met Sally from 1989.
When Harry Met Sally, a classic and one of the top 5 Rob Reiner films, maybe I would say, right?
Probably, I think so.
Right.
For me, it's probably one of his most rewatchable.
Yeah, there you go.
It's easy, breezy. It's cute as hell. It's great.
Yep, it is, and it holds up very well.
Very, very well.
So we may get to a little list of people that have passed during 2025. I know that's one of Mike's favorite segments, so we'll see if he pops in later on.
One of his favorite segments.
It is. I know he enjoys it every year. I know he does.
He's like, hey, you know what?
Who died?
Dead, but I'm still kicking.
You know, you know what he does every morning? I don't know if you know this. He's thumbing through the paper, looking at the obits every day.
Well, you know why? Because he's looking to see if there's any real estate available.
Or if he's in the list. He doesn't want to be in that list.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
You don't want to be on the list.
That that was a reference to When Harry Met Sally, right?
That's right.
Right.
Okay. So before we get into the movie, let's talk about what we're drinking tonight.
Okay. What are you having?
I made a cocktail because you said you were going to make a cocktail.
I thought about it, but then I got lazy.
So I'm going to hold this up because I think it's, you probably can't see with my background, but believe me. Oh, there you go.
Ooh, pretty.
Look at that. That is what is commonly known as a highball.
Yeah, man.
And I just have to say, because I just got some of these little cheesy molds for making the long, tall
nice.
ice cubes.
Uh-huh.
So this is a highball with the Amaret Fusion.
Very nice. I like.
Yes.
I love the Fusion. That's a great whiskey.
I love the Fusion too, and it's really good in cocktails.
That is an excellent whiskey.
Yes.
Cheers to our fine friend Raj.
Shout out to Raj.
Shout out to Raj Sabrawal
of Glass
Revolution.
Revolution. Yes, correct.
Excellent.
50% on the Amaret. Still,
nice.
Yeah, I love it.
Nice.
So, and what do you got there, my friend?
I've got the High West Yippee Ki-Yay. If you could.
Oh, that's a good one.
I haven't had. Well, I've had it a little bit, but I haven't really
front of you.
dived deep into it. Yeah, I guess I should put it right in front of me.
Because then you don't. There you go. There you go. There you go.
And because there's that whole little thing where they're singing something from Oklahoma, and I was like, "Oh,
in the movie."
In the movie. So I'm like, "All right, Yippee Ki-Yay is it?"
There you go.
Yippee Ki-Yay it is.
Cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
All right.
There we go.
Will you give us some tasting notes on that? There's not when you get a sip in there.
Ooh.
Oh, that's good.
It's a little dry.
I haven't had that for a long time.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. That's nice. I mean, it's a bourbon, right? Or is it a bourbon or is it a rye? I think it's a bourbon.
I thought it was a blend of something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a blend of. Oh no, it's a straight rye blend.
Straight rye blend. Okay.
Yeah, but it's not as. I don't know if it's a super high rye though, because I don't get all those herbally notes as much. That's very nice. Now, this bottle was courtesy of the house cleaning that Mrs. Whiskey Cast forced Mr. Whiskey Cast to do.
The Gillespie house cleaning tour?
The Gillespie, there'll be no duplicates, house purge of whiskey.
Shout out to Mr. Mark Gillespie and his
cheers to
wife.
Mark. 20 years of Whiskey Cast?
20 years of Whiskey Cast, that's right.
Right?
And just recently won a nice award in Toronto, I believe, right?
Was it Toronto or was it the Victoria Whiskey Festival?
Oh, it was Victoria. That's right. That's right.
Down on Vancouver Island.
Vancouver, yep. Congrats to Mark.
Yeah,
and a not too far neighbor from you. Not too far
at all. In the regrettably dry town of Haddonfield, New Jersey, which is right up the street.
Okay. Let's talk movie.
I could ride my bike there.
Could you?
Yeah.
Would you make it?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you.
Not today, but when it warms up, sure.
And there's no ice and snow on the ground.
Oh my God, it's wicked.
We could talk about the weather all day long here if we wanted to.
Oh my God, it's been.
You guys have
had.
Yes.
Weather. You know what? This is actually normal.
It's normal winter, right?
This is what it's supposed to do, as opposed to 65 and sunny.
That's right. Well, tomorrow here, next few days, is going to be 80 to 85 and sunny.
Can you give us about a couple hours?
I would love to send you. I'd like to send you about 10 degrees.
Because I could use some meltage.
Yeah, meltage.
I could use some meltage. I almost threw my back out shoveling out for the trash cans. I
always think about what happens. Where's all that snow go? Where does the water? Where it happens? It's going to be flooding and such.
Well, it depends on how fast it melts.
Yeah.
So, but anyway.
All right.
Anyway, we digress.
When Harry Met Sally.
Harry Met Sally. 1989. I saw this in the theater. I loved it. It was great. I think I saw it with some friends from college. I was still in college. I was a senior in college.
There you go. Look at that.
It was my senior year.
I can't say that I remember it, but I do remember seeing it.
Well, it's always been on and off the air and on the streamers and all that. Yes. So anytime it's on, I get sucked in. It's just such a, for lack of a better word, it's a charming movie.
And in the way television works, and someone passes away, you are inundated with their movies on all the streamers. And there was a bunch of movies all hit at once after the Reiners passed away recently, and or should we say murdered. And there was Spinal Tap 2. They were all on. And I think when Harry Met Sally, I think I saw that flipping by a few times too. Give her a little blurb about this one.
I'll give you a little bit. I'll give you some of the facts and figures. So release date was July 21st, 1989. The budget was $16 million. Gross box office USA and Canada 93.1 million.
Huh.
Opening weekend USA and Canada about a million one. And the gross worldwide 93.3. Yeah, I don't see this being like an international sensation.
No.
This is
Yeah.
more of this is a very American movie.
Yep.
IMDb score 7.7 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes 90%. Metascore 76%. Director Rob Reiner, writer Nora Ephron. A brief plot synopsis from an IMDb user. Harry and Sally meet when she gives him a ride to New York after they both graduate from the University of Chicago. The film jumps through their lives as they both search for love, but fail, bumping into each other time and time again. Finally, a close friendship blooms between them, and they both like having a friend of the opposite sex. But then they're confronted with the problem. Can a man and a woman be friends without sex getting in the way?
Right. That's the ultimate question in all this, in this movie. And the devices that Mr. Reiner uses to put this thing together are really cute. Throughout the movie, there are couples being interviewed, unrelated to the movie, who talk about how they met and how long they've been together. And most of them are older couples, I believe, right?
Yep.
And they've been together for a long time. So you see how relationships start and how they progress and how they last. And those are just little they're intercut throughout the movie. I think there's like 4 or 5 of them. And then our story between our principals starts off, like you said, in college, and then follows them in 5-year increments,
like 6-year increments.
Yeah. To the ultimate of them getting together. It's not really much of a spoiler alert since it's a 40-year-old movie.
It's a rom-com.
It's a rom-com. It's well, we want to maybe we'll focus a little bit on Rob Reiner. This is his 3rd movie, I believe, after Stand By Me and what was the other one that was right before this?
The Sure Thing?
I think it was A Sure Thing, I believe.
What about Spinal Tap? When was Spinal Tap?
After, I believe.
Was it?
I think so.
I don't know.
Wasn't
I'm not sure. Honestly, no? I don't know.
Well, we'll check on that as we're...
yeah, I'm not sure of his, what do you want to call it, filmography.
Let's see here. We'll check that real quick here. Stand By Me. That's correct. Incorrect. Actually, I don't... Stand By Me, The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, and then Misery, A Few Good Men, The American President, Ghosts of Mississippi. I don't see Spinal Tap on this list. When was that? When did that come out? Oh, that was actually Spinal Tap first, then The Sure Thing, then Stand By Me. So this is his 5th movie, actually. I guess I'm looking at a different list here.
The Sure Thing is pretty good.
It is. Well, those first 5 movies are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, Misery. His first 7 movies are just crazy. Spinal Tap, The Sure Thing, Stand By Me, Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, Misery, A Few Good Men, North, The American President, Ghosts of Mississippi. It's sort of crazy to have that in your biography, in your discography, in your filmography. What's interesting?
Now that I'm looking at this, I kind of stopped with him at A Few Good Men. I never saw North.
I saw North.
And I didn't really I'm not really a big fan of Annette Bening, so that's why I didn't watch The American President.
I actually like The American President. I'm after that, there's stuff in here I have not seen before.
Yeah, but all the other ones, like the first 7, I mean, that's a pretty solid run right there.
Solid. Big time.
Yeah.
Director did not produce the first 3, but then directed and produced the next 10 movies from The Princess Bride on.
I mean, he's a talented guy. And, I lumped him in with like him, Barry Levinson.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like, what do you want to call them? Workman-like?
Yeah, workman-like.
Interesting
because he obviously comes from a showbiz family. His father was very famous, Carl Reiner, famous writer, producer, actor from the early 1950s, or beginning of TV. And so he was always around that kind of humor and Hall of Fame presence and people around like Mel Brooks, being his dad's best friend. And I don't know that he kind of fell into acting a bit from what I understand. And he, most famously on the
All in the
Family.
Family.
And then after All in the Family goes away, he has to kind of figure out what he's going to do. And I think he sort of maybe even fell into directing a little bit. You think he's going to be an actor the rest of his life. No, not at all. He flips a switch and goes behind the camera and just becomes this, icon of American directors and producers. It's pretty amazing where his career started and where, showbiz family actor in an iconic sitcom, and then to go on to what he did. I was like,
if you say the word meathead,
there's
only one meathead.
Only one.
There's lots of meatheads, but there's only one meathead with a capital M.
On TV, correct.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing where he, ultimately ends up professionally. His sensibilities about people and people watching and are just dead on. Now this is written by Nora Ephron, correct? Yeah. So this is a really interesting working relationship between the two to get this thing on the screen and taking it to the screen. I don't know, where do you want to maybe talk about a little?
Should we get into the cast real quick?
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe talk about the how this thing really didn't it Nora Ephron won a award for best original screenplay, nominated for Academy Award, because it ranked, let's see, 23rd on AFI's top 100 laugh comedies. Bravo's number 60 on Bravo's top 100 funny movies. So it's in the National Film Industry, the Library of Congress. It's pretty iconic. It is pretty iconic movie.
Did I mention it's adorable? Did I mention
it is adorable? Well, it's adorable because of Meg Ryan, because she's freaking adorable.
Yeah, but you know what, Billy Crystal, they're all good. The 4 leads in this show, which I would think they're leads to a degree.
Yeah. Yes.
So Billy Crystal.
Well, it's mostly him and Billy Crystal. And
but Carrie Fisher and Bruno Kirby play a pretty important role.
Yes.
They're pretty good. They're strong supporting characters.
Yeah.
To the show.
Agreed. Agreed.
And they push things along.
So this came out in 89. So Billy Crystal's a stand-up comedian from the late 60s and through the 70s.
Don't forget he was on Soap.
Yeah, he was on Soap. He did a lot of sitcom.
He was on SNL.
Sitcoms. SNL was after, right? Or was that during?
Yeah, SNL I think was in the 80s. But it was
before this.
I'm pretty sure it was before this.
Yeah, I think you're right. And he did, he was always on game shows when game shows were a big deal with celebrities.
Yeah.
I don't remember what his first movie was, but this one really took him to.
Was he in The Rabbit Test? You remember that?
I do remember The Rabbit Test.
That was the one with him and Joan Rivers.
Oh my God!
Was it about a man becoming pregnant?
I think it was Joan Rivers. Yes. Was that him? I think you might be right.
I think so, but don't quote me. We'll find out.
Yeah, I don't see a list of his movies. Oh, here we go. He was in.
He's done 80 movies.
80 movies. Wow.
80 movies. Yeah, 80.
His filmography.
As an actor.
Rabbit Test was his first one. He was in Spinal Tap. I don't recall that. He's Morty the Mime. I do remember that. Running Scared and Princess Bride, Throw Mama from the Train, Memories of Me, and then When Harry Met Sally. So this is his 7th movie. And then he takes off a little bit, right? City Slickers, Horton Hatches an Egg, which is he's a narrator and a voiceover. Mr. Saturday Night, City Slickers 2, Forget Paris, I don't remember. Hamlet, Father's Day, Deconstructing Harry, My Giant, Get Bruce, Analyze This. So now we're up to almost 2000 before he gets into before he starts doing the animated stuff like Monsters Inc. and such, Cars and various things. Anyway, so we digress here a little bit about Mr. Crystal.
Rabbit Test. That's from 1978.
78. Wow.
Crazy.
So you said something
I
to
say
me
a lot of
earlier.
things.
You do. I usually, just don't understand a word you're saying.
I don't blame you. I don't understand what I'm saying usually.
You said that he is how much older than Meg Ryan?
He is 13 years older than Meg
Wow. I would
Ryan.
have not guessed that.
Well, you know what, though?
He
It's
looks pretty
funny.
young.
Yeah, but when I'm looking at it, the more I'm looking at it, and the more I'm looking at them, I'm looking at her, and I'm looking at him, and I'm like, there's got to be a really good. Because last night I was watching it, and I actually had to look up their birth dates. So she's 1961, and he's like 1948.
Yeah, there you go.
So, because I'm looking, I'm like, I mean, he looks young. He doesn't look old,
Yeah.
but he definitely looks older.
Yes. I wouldn't have guessed that big age difference. And it's interesting that casting was done that way. But it is a comedy. Is a comedy actor. I don't know that I would consider her a comedy actress, but
Absolutely. Well, she's done a lot of comedies.
yeah, rom-com. That's true. Rom-coms, lots of rom-coms.
She's like the rom-com queen.
But she wasn't a stand-up. She wasn't like
No.
Right.
No.
So you're right. The four of them are great. And it's a murder's row.
So this is where you say you're right. You're right. I know you're right.
It's those four. It's a fearsome foursome, right?
I love Bruno Kirby too.
I love Carrie Fisher.
He died too damn young. Both of them did.
Carrie Fisher too.
She was only 60. He was like 56.
And they've got this the four people here have got this amazing resume together. And today you see movies where stars are all put together because it's for box office, right? And then the movie sucks. We've seen that millions of times, right? Here, the four people, now maybe they weren't superstars at the time, but they were still getting there. They're a little earlier than the careers, and it just rocks. It's a great rom-com.
It is.
Yep.
It is. They
Bruno
said
Kirby's,
apparently, what's his name was going to do it? Was going to be in the Billy Crystal role, Tom Hanks.
Oh, interesting.
Didn't they were in a movie together, weren't they? Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan? Was it Joe versus the Volcano or one of those?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Oh no, Sleepless in Seattle.
Oh, Sleepless, yeah. That's another.
Right, Sleepless in Seattle.
Yes.
I think that's a Nora Ephron movie.
That's a Nora Ephron movie too. I think it'd be interesting. I think he probably would have worked too.
Probably
would have worked.
But it
also.
was kind of nice with what's his name. Because he's kind of,
well,
Crystal's short little guy.
He's Kvetchy, nebbishy, Jewishy guy from New York. It's in New York. He's whiny.
He's got that angst. I think he does the angst a little better.
Yes, that's true. That would not fit well with Tom Hanks, I think. In a lot of ways, you don't see, even going back to when they're in the very beginning of the movie and in college, they look like there's no way these two people would ever be in the same car, let alone ultimately be together 20 years later or whatever it is. And because he's all the things we just said, and she's not. She's peculiar in her own ways, and they do not seem to mesh in any possible way. And interestingly, her friend, which is Billy Crystal's girlfriend in college, has no qualms or fears about these two people being together in a car going from Chicago. Where do they go? Chicago to New York?
Chicago to New York.
Because they are so different. It would not even, there's going to be no spark there at all. Right. So I think the difference, even in real life, I couldn't see them together. They're just so different.
Correct.
Yep.
Correct.
And going back to Carrie Fisher and Bruno Kirby, this movie would have been good with them as the leads. That would have been, I think, really funny in those two parts too.
I mean, their scenes together were great when they're fighting over the wagon wheel and just all the nonsense.
Yes, they were great, and they do the supporting role thing really well, and I just could easily see them in lead roles, and maybe not this movie, but some other movie. They would be good. They would have been great together.
Yes.
Right. So this is, you said 80. Well, you're 89.
89.
So this is Carrie Fisher, trying to get away from Star Wars, and Bruno Kirby trying to get away from The Godfather, and
I mean,
and trying to do a little more different things in their careers.
Right. I mean, he did a lot. Bruno Kirby's funny. I mean,
He is funny.
we did The Freshman a while back, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
He was great in The Freshman.
And
He's good in cities. He's really good in City
City
Slickers.
Slickers, and she is great in the Catastrophe, little later in life. As
that was near the end though, right? Because she did pass
away. It was actually at the end. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, she died.
I think she had cancer. I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Carrie Fisher. It's not okay, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, not okay.
Yeah.
Cancer sucks. Too much of that going around these days.
Yeah.
No, it's really finely tuned cast, and Rob Reiner just harnesses them well, and the way it's conceived as following them along in their lives for this 20-year period or whatever it is.
Well, you know what's nice
ups and
too?
Downs.
It's not particularly showy. You know,
showy?
They just like it's not like this dazzling cinematography. It's just good, solid filmmaking. New York looks great.
Yes.
You know, walking through Central Park in the Metropolitan Museum of Art.
The city gets
cool apartments.
Yes. The city is a nice background to all of this as well. The city streets and fancy little wherever they go, from Katz's to all the places you mentioned,
bookstores, wherever
bookstores. They are. It's nice, and it's a rom-com. It really is, and it's not a wacky, crazy rom-com.
Well, you know what's nice too about it. Now that I'm thinking about it, it wasn't like a lot of movies in New York where it's like, oh, they're at this 5-star restaurant or they're at this club. It's just a bunch of people living their lives in New York, just trying to find love.
Correct. And their jobs are not critical to this whole thing. No. It's just, they're working folk. I think we don't even know what he does. What does he do?
He's a political consultant or something?
Political consultant. She's a writer. We don't even know where she writes.
Bruno Kirby's a writer. We don't know what Carrie Fisher does.
No, we don't know.
Besides having an affair with a married man.
It's not critical. It's not critical.
He's never going to leave her. He's never going to leave her.
That's all not important because it's after work, what the weekends are about. That's what we're talking about with all these 4 single people and how they, go through their dating lives and potentially married lives and looking back, looking forward, and trying to find love in all the right places or all the wrong places. So the job thing is not critical, and I think that it doesn't kind of fall into the workplace comedy, and it's not none of that, which is great. It just it sticks on them.
The thing is, they sound like, at least, you don't know what Carrie Fisher does, but with the other 3, they all like their jobs. They're all fulfilled in that regard.
Yes,
but there's something's
missing. That's right.
Something's missing. Whether it's and I think there's the one part before Bruno Kirby meets Carrie Fisher in the movie, where he's like, I was getting to the point in my life where I was like just kind of happy doing my thing and not really worrying about it.
Yeah.
And then he meets Carrie Fisher, and then he gets, fireworks and sparks and all that good stuff. Yep. They're all there,
That's right. Reminder that this is what we watch when we drink. Booze Dancing Entertainment Network. We are chatting here on the pod this episode. What episode number is this, by the way?
This is number 70.
70. That's a milestone.
We're getting close to our age. We're getting
we're getting there.
It's approaching how we feel.
That's right. Exactly.
When we get to episode 85, then we'll be
boom. That's our sweet spot.
That's it. 85. 85 if we make it that far.
Again, this will be on available
years, not the pod. We'll get to 85 episodes.
Correct.
Will we get to 85? We'll see. Tune in, folks.
Tune in. Stay tuned. This will be out on available for download next
By the way,
week. Yes,
when
sir.
we're 85, and if we're still doing this, we might be at the point where there's an actual hologram. We could actually hologram the pod into people's houses.
We could just. Oh yeah. Well, by then we won't even be here. It'll be all AI. We'll just program it. We won't even.
You mean it's not AI already? How do we know?
Don't let the audience know.
I'll tell you one thing. If it is AI, we're taking the I out of AI.
Well, we are.
way out. There's no I in this AI.
Dumb. Artificial dumbness. That's us.
I just got a message from the third leg of this rickety stool. He's not going to make it.
Okay. Well, we are saddened by that, but we will forge on. Okay, so again, this will be out next week on a pod, and I want to also remind everyone out there to check out boozdancing.com for all the wonderful reviews that Mike and Angelo do of all kinds.
Are they wonderful?
They are. They're fun.
Oh, okay.
They're short little fun
Well, I'm
things
glad you're amused.
on
I'm glad
the
someone's
Instagram.
amused.
We're amused. We like it, and our fans love it. We know that. Okay. We are both drinking cocktail. I'm having a cocktail, a highball.
I'm having some yippee-ki-yay.
There we go. A little high west for Chilo.
Yeah.
Okay. Where else do you want to go with this movie? What do you want to
Well, let's see. You want some factoids?
Yeah. Let's go some factoids. There's a lot of good ones.
There's some good trivia here. So the segments of married couples telling the stories of how they met are real stories that director Rob Reiner collected for the film. Then they hired actors to relay the stories.
Huh. Interesting.
Yes. They were fun. They were cute. Some of them were really funny.
Yes, they were great.
Born in the same hospital.
Yeah.
Never met. Then we're like in a hotel. He rode 9 more floors in the elevator. 9 floors. Like, oh my God. Now, if he walked up 9 flight of steps, that would have been impressive.
That's true. I had an uncle, my Uncle Irv, and my Aunt Ev. And when I was a kid, Evan Irv, when Evelyn and Irving, and he would tell this story. He always said that my Aunt Ev was older than him, old enough that she, jokingly, that she would babysit him, and he remembers her pushing him in a stroller, whatever they used back in the 1930s or 20s. And he looked up at that face that was pushing him in that stroller, and I'm going to marry that woman one day.
Oh,
that would have been. Now that's not true, of course, because he was actually older than her. But that was a funny story, that's the kind of story we saw in the movie. Yes.
Yeah, it's adorable.
And then it ends with Harry and Sally,
and they had the cake with the coconut and the chocolate sauce on the side.
Yes,
because you don't want the cake to get soggy.
That's
so you
right.
have the sauce on the side, and somebody might not like the sauce.
Yes,
it's all good. It's all good.
What else you got there?
What else we got here? The scene where we see all 4 lead actors talking to each other individually on various telephones took 60 takes to nail.
Whoa!
I could see
60.
That. Yeah, because you got to figure they're all in separate rooms or whatever, or 60? Separate. However they did it.
That's amazing.
That was cool. Little split screen.
Yes,
that was fun.
Felt like that felt like 1970s.
Yeah, it was
80s.
Good. It was good. It had a little, old school, new school.
Yep.
Let's see here. Okay, here you go. This one's funny. So the concept of Sally being a picky eater was based on the film's screenwriter, Nora Ephron. Years after the movie came out, when Ephron was on a plane and ordered something very precise, the stewardess looked at her and asked, "Have you ever seen the movie When Harry Met Sally?"
That's really funny.
Yeah, Ephron's pretty good. Ephron's written. She's directed a few movies too, right?
I believe that's true, right?
Yeah, I think she did. She's worked with Diane Keaton, I think, and a few others. I don't exactly know what she wrote.
She directed This Is My Life, Sleepless in Seattle, Mixed Nuts, Michael, You've Got Mail.
Okay.
Bewitched, Julia and Julia. And she's Silkwood, Heartburn.
She wrote Silkwood?
Yep.
I didn't realize that.
Cookie, My Blue Heaven. This Is My Life. She wrote Sleepless in Seattle. She wrote You Got Mail. Okay. Hanging Up. Don't know that.
I don't know.
Bewitched, Julia and Julia. So she's. I like Julia and Julia.
She's prolific.
She would be considered prolific. Yes, most definitely. Okay, go ahead. What else you got?
Where am I? Hold on a second. Let's see what we got here. Okay, the orgasm scene was filmed at Katz's Deli, an actual restaurant. We know this.
We do.
And the film, and there's a sign that says is where they sat.
Correct. We've seen that sign.
There was something else about that. Hold on a second.
Have we been to Katz's together? I don't think we have.
No, we haven't. We haven't gone to Katz's. We haven't gone to Russ and Daughters, your other favorite spot.
I've been to. Yep.
We haven't been to either of those. I've been to Katz's.
I've been to Katz's. Been to Russ and Daughters.
I've had the brisket.
I've had the pastrami and the brisket.
Good stuff.
We could talk delis all night right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Marty Greengrass.
You're gonna be driving to Cantlers and get some
maybe a Canter's weekend. Maybe Sunday.
maybe Sunday. What do we got here? The test screening. Director Rob Reiner reported that during the fake orgasm scene, all the women in the audience laughed uproariously while all of the men were silent.
Is there any Meg Ryan in your little list there? Meg Ryan story about that scene? Does she have anything fun to say about it?
There's probably more if I go on the IMDb. She was great. She was just really, really good in the whole thing.
She's great.
You know, it was really cool the way they did it. Just the whole, as you like to say, the push and pull between the two of them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Especially when they both start to realize that they really, really like each other.
Yep.
You know, like when they're in the museum and she says she's got a date and you could just like see his heart sink. Meanwhile, he just tries to play it cool the whole time. And then, of course, she's upset because he played it so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you mean you're okay with this? So it was just really, really well done. Really, really fun. And the chemistry was there too. That helps.
I just found a little, what's this from the New York Post story about that scene, the orgasm scene. Rob Reiner said first couple of times she didn't do it full out. He said. Reiner casts his mother. Estelle Reiner is the woman that says, "I'll have what she's having." That's
was that Rob Reiner's mom?
Yep. And let's see. He said, "I sat across from Billy and I acted it for her, and I'm pounding the table. Yes, yes, yes. And I'm realizing I'm having an orgasm in front of my mother." There's my mother over there, he said. She was
that's hysterical.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Anything else in here? No, that's all. This is she in September, I guess last year, asked Rob Reiner if he would do a sequel to this. And he said no. I never want to do sequels. I don't like them. But guess what? He did a sequel to Spinal Tap.
Wow. Wow. Was that his last movie?
Yes. There might be some, I think I saw that there was something else he was working on that. I'm not sure if it'll come out or not. I don't know what it was.
Here's the one thing I remember. I think we talked about it when I mentioned the movie, that there's a scene where Billy Crystal was reading the book and, he had this whole thing where he liked to read the last page.
Yeah, yeah.
So that in case he dies, he knows how the book ends.
Yeah.
And he's reading Misery.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
And then Misery's like, hey, I think I mentioned this to you. And then the next movie Rob Reiner does is Misery.
Right.
After
yes, that's right. What else you got there?
Let's see. Yeah, Tom Hanks turned down the role as he thought the film was too lightweight. Tom Hanks getting a little full of himself.
Uppity, little up, Mr. Exactly. Bosom Buddies. Is
Michael Keaton was also considered.
Michael Keaton. It would have been a little more. It would have been a little more madcap, I think, with Michael Keaton.
Maybe.
If he could, well, at that time, pretty young. Was he already? He already had done a Batman by then, probably. So,
yeah, he did.
So maybe he'd be a little more chill. I'd love it. I think that'd be great. I love Michael Keaton.
Yeah, he is good. I do like him too.
As a big Steeler fan, Pittsburgh guy.
There you go. Here we go. Originally, they wanted Susan Day to play play Sally Albright.
Susan Day,
wasn't she in the Partridge Family?
Yes. You know what's funny about that? You'll love this because it was all over the internet after the Reiners were murdered. Was before Rob Reiner, he was doing all kinds of little acting jobs, and he did a Partridge Family episode.
Who, Rob Reiner?
Yes, and he plays a motorcycle gang guy who. Really? Yeah, but he's kind of dopey as it. And I cannot remember the exact storyline, but he basically hears from somebody else that Susan Day wants to go out with him. And so Laurie Partridge. So he goes over to the Partridge's house, and he's like a big lughead, and comes in, and she's like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't want to go with you." And so that was like one of his first roles before.
He's a big meathead.
He's a big meathead, yes. But he's That's so funny that she would have been cast there. That's really funny.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah. Well, I guess maybe that's where the connection came
I'm
from.
sure
Right?
it was. Yeah.
So when she turned it down, they also approached Elizabeth Perkins, Elizabeth McGovern, and Molly Ringwald. At this point, Meg
Molly
Ryan.
Ringwald. She'd been too young, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
At this point, Meg Ryan started lobbying hard for the part, and I'm glad she got it.
Wait,
She was perfect.
Yeah, Molly Ringwald's probably about the same age, actually.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, because it's hard, right? Because they're playing teenagers, but they're not.
Yep.
So let's see who else. It's the first. There you go. This is the first time that Harry Connick appeared on a movie soundtrack.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So, and actually, the music is great. I mean, it's the classic.
The music is
wrong.
Yeah,
you can't go wrong with any of those songs.
No, it's a New York
songs.
film, and they use a lot of classic, easy listening pop. Yep.
Well, older pop. I mean,
older pop
classics.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got.
No Ramones in there.
No, but I don't think the Ramones would have worked.
Nope.
Although this is interesting now. Bill Murray, Jeff Bridges, and Harrison Ford were considered to play Harry before Billy Crystal. Now, see, I just that's the thing, and that's when you know the casting is good because I can't picture anybody else playing these parts.
No,
they're all good actors. Don't get me wrong.
They're all good actors, and I think what makes Billy Crystal so good at this, as we said earlier, he's got that New Yorkish.
He's from New York, right?
All those things that we said earlier, a little bit annoying, a little nebbishy. None of those three. Who'd you say it was? Bill Murray,
Jeff Bridges, and Harrison Ford.
And I don't see any of those people being able to do this. No, it was great. Billy Crystal was great.
And the thing is, he's like normal guy.
He's a normal guy. Yeah.
Not that Harrison Ford, not that those guys are not, but Jeff Bridges and Harrison Ford are a little different.
They'd be fine. They're fine actors. They're all great, but not for this.
No.
Yeah.
No. I think I mean, again, that's the sign to me that they got it right.
Yep.
And apparently this was all based on like Rob Reiner was kind of going through a divorce. So this was a little autobiographical. Yes. And he apparently met his wife and they were filming the
That's right.
He met his wife and they were filming
a lot during the stories after their death. That's where they met. Yeah.
Yeah, which is cool. Which also gives it a little bit more.
Yeah, correct.
Which makes this also a fitting movie. The fact that they were both murdered, unfortunately.
Right.
Well, it was their son, right?
Allegedly, yes.
Allegedly.
He's been arrested for it, yes.
Insane. Absolutely insane. So, but yeah, I mean, there's just a lot to like about this movie. And I think I probably had it. I actually watched it Christmas Eve.
Yep.
After Christmas Eve dinner. Everybody left the house. So I was by myself. So I just kicked back on the couch and just watched the movie. And I'm like, I love this movie.
I got a few other notes about this.
Go ahead.
Harry the inspiration was from Rob Reiner's experience being single after divorcing Penny Marshall.
Oh, he was married to Penny Marshall?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yep. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
And Sally was partially inspired by Nora Ephron.
So Meathead married Laverne?
Correct.
Wow. That's a little incestuous, right? Because I kind of put the Reiners and the Marshalls and all that stuff and kind of like I could see them all hanging out.
Oh, totally. Let's see.
Gary Marshall is Penny Marshall's brother.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Gary Marshall, amazing director. I mean, I think of him and Albert Brooks together because he's in Lost in America as a casino owner, casino boss, and his acting is great. He's also a great director. Mm-hmm. Let's see. What else is here? Albert Brooks was also talked about. Tom Hanks, Richard Dreyfuss, and Michael Keaton before they offered it to Billy.
I could sort of see Albert Brooks.
I get a little bit, yeah,
a little bit, especially right around that time because of broadcast news and all that kind of stuff. He was kind of in that, playing that. He was in that genre.
This was Meg Ryan's first leading role.
Really?
And she dropped out of Steel Magnolias, in which she was signed on to play Shelby in order to play Sally in this movie.
I think it was a good move.
Yeah.
It was a very good move.
There's the Miseries thing that you said. Billy Crystal improvised the funny voice and pecan pie line Harry does in the movie
I
scene.
will gladly partake of your pecan pie.
And Meg Ryan was so thrown, she glanced at Rob Reiner off camera, but he indicated she should roll with it, so she did. They did 2 more takes after Meg knew what was happening, but none felt as special as the first one, featuring her real surprise and spontaneity, so that's what ended up in the movie. That's funny. A lot of the Pictionary scene was improvised. That was very funny. Rob Reiner told Meg Ryan she had to draw
baby fish mouth. There's a phrase that's sweet in the nation.
And it was pleased when the final drawing was so perfectly unclear.
I like her date just sucking up. That's a baby. Yeah. And that's clearly talking. You're adorable. God, what a suck
it was
up.
So funny.
Anything to get the girl in bed. Anything, whatever it takes.
Oh, that was so funny. Even though acting out the fake orgasm had been her idea, Meg Ryan was nervous to shoot the scene in front of so many people. She planned out how she'd do it in her hotel the night before. That's pretty funny too.
What's she doing the night before in her hotel room? That's
just practicing.
Sure.
Oh gosh.
Sure.
That's so funny.
Oh dear Lord.
Well,
Tracy. And in the last scene, I mean, when he's just walking the streets in New York. You know what's interesting, by the way? Speaking of that, just the Christmas scenes and the New Year's Eve parties. That there's a couple of them.
Yeah.
It must have been unusually warm in New York because no one has like a heavy coat on.
No, I thought that too.
He's walking the streets in New York.
He's walking the streets. It's Christmas time. It should be freezing. Yes.
You know, I could probably look up what the temperature was in January of 1988 in New York City, and it was probably like 20 degrees. But when we have winters like this, normal.
That's right.
Winters like this were normal.
Yeah. Very funny. Just really great movie. I mean,
but the last scene of him just walking the streets by himself, eating an ice cream cone,
throwing it away
on December 31st.
Yes.
1988. I'm like, what are you doing?
Maybe it was climate change in 88 and it was like 86 degrees out.
Maybe. But he's chasing her down and this whole proclamation of love and
can't get a cab.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah,
it was
just run. Yes.
It gets you right here.
It gets you right there. It's
adorable.
It's a top boozdancing.com rom-com for sure.
Oh, it's just so good.
We really like that
movie. Such a good movie.
We give it 2 thumbs up, I'd say, right?
Oh, absolutely. I probably seen this at least a dozen times, probably 24 times over the last 40 years.
That's impressive.
It's on. You see, even you catch like a little bit of it. You catch a little scene here, you catch a little scene there.
Yeah.
It's a good one. It's a keeper like that. The Princess Bride, another Rob Reiner film.
I mean, we could talk Rob Reiner and movies all night long. Do we want to talk about last year's celebrity deaths?
Well, I mean, let's see. I did a little. Well,
I have a list myself too.
It's going to be by the time we get back to doing that, it might be 2026, 2027. So here I got the AI overview of the big ones that went. I just kind of Googled actors that died.
Before you do that, I just want to mention that I am changing my whiskey here. Changing my.
Oh, are you now?
I went to the. It is a little chilly tonight, although it's warm during the day. A little chilly. So I had
what is it? 60? What is it? 72?
Yes. I'm freezing. Okay, leave me alone.
I would kill for 72.
Just stop it.
Just for one day.
I broke out the winter release. I don't know what year this is from. 2018 winter release of the Delbach from Tucson. They're limited edition. I can't read what it says. I think it's 50%. It might be 50. I can't read it. So we've talked about these guys before. It's in Tucson, and they smoke their barley with mesquite. So it's got a very unique flavor.
If I remember the story, the guy was he was a award-winning furniture maker.
Correct.
He was making furniture with mesquite. And he had a bunch of scraps, and he decided to start smoking.
He was a Scotch guy. Brought his the scraps home and threw it in the fireplace or in the backyard fire pit. And we interviewed him long ago, which you can find on boozdancing.com. And
did we? Oh, you did.
I did.
Met him, right? Because you went to the place. This was a write-up. This was not a. This was not a podcast. Right.
Correct. Yeah, correct. And he mused to his wife. He was also I think I can't remember him liking Macallan. What would happen if you smoked barley with mesquite instead of peat, or just dried it out with something else? And so he bought a small little still and did some experimenting. He got it on, I don't know where he bought it, really small, and he set it up in the back of this furniture factory, and he kept playing around. It was all really crappy, and then he bought another one, larger, starting to get a little better at it. And his daughter, who was also working, I believe, at this award-winning unique furniture, said, "Dad, we can't." And he wanted to really get into this. "Dad, we can't really do this. It's not legal." She did a little looking around, and then you can't really be making whiskey or alcohol without like licenses and permits and all such. So they decided to get serious and do all the things you're supposed to do before you can start making alcohol in this country. And they did.
Fine folks at the ATF.
Yes, ATF and
ATF, TTB, all that good stuff.
all those guys. And so
the Arizona Liquor Control Board.
How old there? They must be like maybe 10 to more than 10, probably 15 years old now, probably.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay. And I really I was going to Arizona a lot when my son was in college there, and into Tucson, and stopped there 2 or 3 times to shop and chat and just find people over there. So here we go. That's my whiskey here. So we're talking the In Memoriam segment of 2025. Lots of big names. We just talked about Rob Reiner passing away in December. Where do you want to start?
Well, I mean, I got a list here from good old Google AI.
Yeah, I made a list, so I've got a lot of names too.
So a couple I forgot. I mean, I completely forgot about Robert Redford.
Robert Redford, yes, Robert Redford, and boy, you mean that's another guy who's got a laundry list of biography, of awards and on-screen, off-screen, Sundance. Man, he's just all over the place in terms of.
He's directed. He's acted. I don't know if he's written. I'm sure he's produced.
Oh yeah, he wrote and
he's been an activist also, right?
Activist. And what's interesting is about him is he was just the pretty boy for years. He got and then he got so past being the pretty boy, and he became this iconic behind the scenes director. And he did Marvel. Wasn't he in a few Marvel movies?
He was.
Yeah. So he really was. Hall of Fame kind of person in Hollywood.
Oh yeah, well, he's got some great ones, and his relationship with he made a couple great movies with Paul Newman.
Yep, The Sting, yep.
Well, The Sting, Butch Cassidy, Sundance Kid.
Butch Cassidy, Sundance Kid, yep.
Probably some more. I have no idea.
The Way We Were, All the President's Men, Out of Africa, The Natural. I mean, he's just
3 Days of the Condor.
Ordinary People. He directed.
Won an Oscar.
Yep.
That one pisses me off though, because it should have been Raging Bull.
Oh, Raging Bull, that's right.
Yeah. Just saying.
Who else you got on there?
Robert Redford, Diane Keaton.
Yep, Diane Keaton.
Speaking of Nora Ephron, because I think she's been in a Nora Ephron movie too.
Played against Sam, The Godfather, Father of the Bride, Annie Hall, of course.
She was. I mean, her and Woody Allen were a couple for a while, weren't they?
I believe they were, and then
before she did a few. Farrow, I guess.
She did a few of his movies of his, right?
Yeah. She's in Annie Hall. Was she in Manhattan?
I think she was in Manhattan. Mia Farrow? Oh, that was Mia Farrow, I think. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Who else you got?
Gene Hackman.
Those are my top four.
Wacky one, right?
Yeah, much like the Reiners. Yeah, him and his wife.
Was he murdered, or was he just like?
So I don't.
He had dementia, didn't he?
I don't remember the end of the story. What they finally, the autopsies were that they found both him and his wife dead in their home in New Mexico, and there was pills on the floor, and I don't know what they finally surmised had happened between the two of them.
I liked Hackman. Hackman was great.
He was great. My gosh, I mean, where do you go with so many iconic roles? And I just was watching the Mel Brooks doc.
Yeah,
kind of connects to Rob Reiner on it was on HBO, and Gene Hackman is in. I want to say he's in the Frankenstein movie.
Oh, is he really? He's in Young Frankenstein?
I think he's in it. Yeah, and
Is he?
I believe, and Mel Brooks says, I couldn't believe Gene Hackman wanted to do this movie. It was so bizarre. I didn't even
He's
know.
in Young Frankenstein? What is he in Young Frankenstein?
Hold on a second. Well, you keep going and I'll
I
look
don't
it up.
remember that. Okay.
Hold on. You keep going and I'll look it up.
I mean, he's got quite a
He's
career.
in one of those movies. I could be wrong, but it's one of
Hackman's
the.
good because he could do it all. He could do drama. He could do comedy. He could,
Yes. He was
he's
hilarious.
pretty
Yeah.
goddamn funny. They say he
Yep.
wasn't a very. Apparently, he was a pretty horrible guy to work with. But
Oh, well, really?
I don't know. I thought I heard that somewhere. But he was. I thought he was great. He was a great actor. You know what's one? You ever see Mississippi Burning?
Frankenstein. Yes, it's true.
Did you ever see Mississippi Burning?
Yes, I did.
With him and what's his name? And Willem Dafoe.
Yes, William Dafoe.
Yeah, he was great in that. Because that was actually the year he was. I think he was up for Best Actor. It was him versus Dustin Hoffman, I think, in Rain Man.
Wow.
Yeah, and apparently they were roommates back when they first started acting in New York.
Wow. Oh, that makes sense. They're all those guys were together in New York.
Yeah, they were all buddies.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so Hackman, Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer. Well, yeah. That's just. I was a big Val Kilmer fan when he was young.
Yeah.
Top Gun. What was the one where he's in college?
I don't know.
Real Genius.
Oh, okay.
Willow. Yeah, he was funny. Too soon. Heat. Yeah.
Then you got Rob Reiner, which we've discussed.
Rob Reiner we talked about. Yep.
Malcolm Jamal Warner. That was a sad one.
It was a sad one. Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Awful.
Yeah.
He was 54, young guy.
Cosby Show. Yeah, that was sad. He was, that the Cosby Show. Forget Bill Cosby for a minute and his weird second half of his life, or last quarter of his life. That was like something so huge on TV in the 80s. It was like the biggest rated show on TV.
You know what's funny? I never really watched it.
Yeah, I did. I don't remember watching the whole series, but
I rarely watched it. Every once in a while, but I just wasn't into it. It just wasn't my thing. Although Lisa Bonet was pretty cute back in the day.
Yeah, she was great. Yeah. Yep.
And Malcolm Jamal Warner, Michelle Trachtenberg.
Very sad. Buffy's sister. Yeah, that was a sad one too. She was young. She had, I think, some diabetic issues. Yeah.
She like type 1, I guess.
I don't know.
Yes.
She was great. Yeah,
that's sad. All right, George went. Norm.
boy.
Alas, poor Norm. Alas, poor Norm.
And did a lot of stuff beyond Cheers, of course. He was very lots of things on Broadway, and he did. Wasn't he a fair amount of? I think his voice. He did a lot of voiceover stuff.
Did he?
Yep.
Okay.
Did you have David Lynch? I got a couple here too.
I didn't get there yet.
Keep going.
June Lockhart.
Yes.
100 years old.
God, she was amazing. And
100 years old.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Most famous for, I think, Lassie and Lost in Space, probably on TV.
Yep. She was the mom, right?
She was the mom. Yes.
Yeah.
And I think she was in Meet Me in St. Louis. She was in a lot of movies. She was one of those women of that era where she did TV, Broadway. She did a little everything, right? I think she sang and danced on Broadway as well. So, yeah, classic, great actress. Yeah.
Let's see who else we got here. David Lynch,
boy. And David Lynch, I'm going to go back to this Mel Brooks doc that was just on. So Mel Brooks decides to get into, gonna spoil this a little bit. Mel Brooks decides to get behind the camera, get his name away from what he is producing. So he sets up a company called like Brookstone Pictures or something like that, and he wants someone to direct a serious movie, and he somehow sees Eraserhead which is David Lynch's first film.
Correct. About his time in Philadelphia at the Philadelphia College of Art.
That's
or
right.
the Philadelphia something of the fine arts or something like that. I forget.
So he thinks it's great, and David Lynch gets called to studio to talk to Mel Brooks after the special screening of Eraserhead for Mel Brooks, and Mel Brooks says, "I want you to direct my next movie that I'm not going to be in." And it was The Elephant Man. And David Lynch says, "I would not have a career in Hollywood except for Mel Brooks," which amazing. It
is.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I've been kind of watching some David Lynch movies lately, and
Eraserhead, Wild at Heart, Mulholland Drive,
actually, and some
Twin Peaks,
and some Mel Brooks movies. Actually,
me too. I want to dig into Mel Brooks because he's just so great.
Watched the History of the World the other, back on New Year's Day. Good fun.
So fun.
Okay, so David Lynch, Terrence Stamp.
Yes.
Yeah, there's actually a movie he did a while back with Soderbergh.
Yeah.
The Limey. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but he's really good in it. He's really, really good. Guy comes from, he's got like a East End London accent, and he goes to LA to kind of find out what happened to his daughter, his estranged daughter. It's pretty good.
Wow.
Him and Peter Fonda and a few other people. Dame Joan Plowright.
Yeah, I saw that she was on the list.
95.
95. Some of
95. God bless her.
These women just keep going, don't they?
God bless her. I'm telling you, it's those Depression era people.
Yes.
You're right. They're from stronger stock.
Yes.
They're like high carbon steel. We're like, I don't know, we're made out of like carbon fiber. You hit us the wrong way, we shatter.
I'm made out of eggshells, but go ahead.
Well, whatever. That's fine. Dame Joan, Richard Chamberlain, 90.
Richard Chamberlain, yes, 90
years old.
Dr. Kildare, famous for Dr. Kildare in the
original Shogun, right?
The original Shogun, Three Musketeers, Towering Inferno, Thornbirds, which was back in the 70s, or was that 80s maybe?
Didn't they redo Thornbirds or no?
They might have.
I know they redid Shogun. I haven't watched
the miniseries was like this thing that started in the late 70s or in the 80s. And what was that? Now we call them like an arc, or now we have TV shows that are like 6 episodes long. Then we had a miniseries, and which was 3 episodes or 4 episodes, like Roots, some for instance. And he was Thornbirds was huge. Yeah.
And last one on this list here, Graham Greene. Was Graham Greene was he in The Lowdown?
Was he?
No, that wasn't Graham Greene, was it?
No, he wasn't the Graham. Yes, he was the grandfather. Yes.
He was the grandfather? Okay,
yes.
I thought so. That was like his last thing, right?
Yeah, yes, it was, because I think they made a little graphic about him on one of the episodes. Yeah. Graham Greene is,
he's great.
Dances with Wolves. He was also he was in The Green Mile. Indigenous American. He was also in, of course, Reservation Dogs, and I think he was in. He was in something else about.
Okay, yeah, so he was in The Lowdown.
Yeah, wasn't he in High Wind? What was that other indigenous movie or show? Sure. Something with wind in it. It just was out last year on AMC. It's been a couple seasons.
Oh, is that the one? Yeah, you were
Wild Wind.
The one with the guy who plays the cop in Reservation Dogs.
Yes. I think he has a small role on that too. He is just a great actor. Anybody else?
Well, that's all I had there. But then they go into other additional entertainment losses.
Well, look, let me give you some other actors here because I have a bunch. Sally Kirkland.
Really?
Yeah, The Sting, Way We Were, Private Benjamin. Nominated for Academy Award for Anna, Daytime, Valley of the Dolls, Days of Our Lives. She was 84.
Sally Kirkland. Wasn't she in, what's it called? Was she the one in the one with Rodney Dangerfield? Back to School?
Back to School. Yes, that she plays his, sort of love interest at the end.
Interest. No, not sort of. It was his love interest
at the end. Well, but she's not with him in the beginning. She's got
no.
She's dating some professor. Diane Ladd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking
Oh,
of David Lynch, because she did a
that's
couple
right.
movies with David Lynch.
That's right. 3 Academy Award nominations. Alice Doesn't Live Here, Wild at Heart, Rambling Rose. Three Emmy Awards, 4 Golden Globes. Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. Mother of Laura Dern and Bruce Dern was her husband.
Right.
Let's see. June Lockhart, you said. Graham Greene, you said. Lonnie Anderson. Lonnie Anderson passed away. She was Jennifer Marlowe in WKRP in Cincinnati. Gosh, she was great in that. And a bunch of TV stuff. She was wasn't she with Burt Reynolds for years? They were a couple. Connie Francis passed away. The great Connie Francis with a voice, famous for Who's Sorry Now. She was in the she sang all kinds of stuff. Michael Madsen.
Right.
You got to have said something about Michael Madsen. You love Michael Madsen, I bet.
I like Michael Madsen.
Yeah.
Michael Madsen.
Kill Bill. What else? Donnie Brasco.
Michael Madsen was the crazy guy in Reservoir Dogs, right?
Reservoir Dogs. Yeah. 40-year career, 300 credits.
Michael Madsen.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Donnie Brasco, Thelma and Louise, Sin City, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Wow.
Okay.
Loretta Swit.
Yep. Hot Lips.
Famous. Hot Lips. Started in just recurring roles in TV or one-offs in TV, and then big break.
Was Loretta Swit,
him.
was she in an episode of Happy Days, or am I confusing her with somebody else?
Don't remember that.
I'll have to take a look.
Don't remember that.
There was an episode where there was a whole thing about divorcees on Happy Days, and they said they're hot to trot. I don't know if it was her though. I don't think it was her.
Well, that was what they called. That's why Hot Lips was hot. She was hot to trot too in MASH.
That's right. She was.
Couple. Claudia Cardinal. I want to put these two together.
Oh, Claudia Cardinal and
Bridget Bardot. They seem like they should go together.
From the 60s.
Yes. Right.
60s Italian and French films.
She was in Fellini's 8.5. Claudia Cardinal. Bridget Bardot. She just passed away.
She did some westerns too, didn't she?
I think
Claudia
she did
Cardinal.
Yep. She was in The Pink Panther with David Niven.
Oh, was she? Okay.
Yeah. And David Niven said to her, "Claudia, along with spaghetti, you're Italy's greatest invention."
That's funny.
Bridget Bardot, just classic beauty from France. Gil Gerard from what was that show that Buck Rogers?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yep. This we need Mike here. Polly Holiday, famous for being on Kiss My Grits on.
Oh yeah, Alice. On Alice, right?
Yep. Joe Don Baker.
Oh yeah, Walking Tall. Was that
Walking Tall? Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Ruth Buzzy, famous for being on Laugh-In. She was amazing. She was. Her health was kind of pretty bad in the last few years, but she was still on Twitter. She was posting stuff, whether it was her or not. She was great. She was so funny. Just Prunella Scales.
I don't know that. Who's that?
She was Sybil Fawlty on Fawlty Towers. She was John Cleese's wife.
Okay.
And the last one I have in the acting category, Jay North.
Jay North.
Come on. Dennis the Menace.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, actually, I have three other ones, which is really bizarre. Leslie Charlson, Tristan Rogers, Anthony Geary.
Anthony Geary. Oh, from all My Children.
All from General Hospital.
General Hospital. That's right.
All three.
Right. It was Luke Spencer.
Luke Spencer and Robert Scorpio was Tristan Rogers, and Leslie Charlson played one of the Monica Quartermain. Isn't that weird? They all passed away this. Yeah, all three this year.
Is that still going? General Hospital?
Oh yeah, sure.
Is it?
Yeah. Can I throw some sports ones at you?
Yeah, sure.
Yep. Ryan Sandberg, second baseman for the Cubs, for Hall of Famer from the Cubs. Okay. Ken Dryden, longtime goalie for the Canadians, and then was in Parliament and was an attorney in Canada.
Really?
Yeah. George Foreman, the great George Foreman. Bob Uecker,
Oh, good old Bob.
The Uke. Uke was
Just a bit
famous,
outside.
just a bit outside, famous for being an actor, long-time Milwaukee Brewer.
He was catcher, right?
His catcher, made fun of himself for years because he couldn't hit. He was on Carson's show a lot. He was just
Was he a good
he was
catcher?
a clown. He was what?
Was he a good
He was
catcher?
an okay catcher, but a horrible hitter, and
Okay.
horrible hitter. But he had not a
Bottom of the batting order? If in the batting
bottom
order.
of the batting order, yes. Started with the Braves, Milwaukee Braves, and then went
Milwaukee
to the
Braves?
Cardinals. Yeah.
Oh, I
Then
didn't
they moved to Atlanta.
It was Atlanta. Okay.
Yeah, and then he started playing for the Cardinals on their World Series team in the '60s. And then when he retired, he started calling games for the Brewers, who started playing in the '70s in Milwaukee. They came from Seattle, and then he was in Major League, and went to the Hall of Fame as a broadcaster, and he was great. And a couple interesting ones here. Dave Parker, longtime Pittsburgh Pirate outfielder, great hitter. Boris Spassky. I did not realize Boris Spassky.
I thought you were going to say Boris Batinov. I'm like,
do you know Boris Spassky? Yeah. Soviet era Grand Chess Master, and lost to Bobby Fischer. This was a big deal. That was on Wide World of Sports. Big deal.
That's a good movie, by the way.
That's a good one.
Finding Bobby Fischer.
That's right.
That's a good one.
And because it's around the corner, literally 2 weeks away.
Pitchers and catchers.
The Winter Olympics.
The Winter Olympics.
Dick Button passed away. Dick Button, 95
ice
years
skater,
old,
wasn't he?
U.S. figure skating champion, Olympic champion.
And then he was an announcer.
He was in for years for the Olympics.
Color commentary.
He was
Say triple sow cow.
The triple sow cow. Yes.
The Hamel camel. How about a Hamel camel?
Let's see. And I got a bunch of various music people that passed away.
Ozzy.
Well, Ozzy's number one. Well, if he's not number one, he's number two. I'd say Brian Wilson. Those two guys were from the Beach Boys. Ace Frehley from Kiss. Sly Stone from Sly Stone.
and the Family Stone.
Mike Peters from The Alarm. Rick Derringer. Rick Derringer. We all know him. Great guitar player. Roy Thomas Baker. A lot of people don't know that name.
I do not.
He was the producer on most of the Queen catalog, famous for Bohemian Rhapsody, but he was the whole Queen sound. Some people say he was the fifth Queen member. Mm-hmm. Clem Burke, the drummer from Blondie, iconic drummer. Brian James from The Damned, guitar player. Mark Volman from the Turtles. David Johansen.
Oh, from New York Dolls.
The New York Dolls, famous for being
also an actor.
In Scrooged, right? He was great in Scrooged. Hot. Jimmy Cliff just passed away in November. Mm-hmm. Famous reggae singer. Sam Moore from Sam and Dave. Peter Yarrow from Peter, Paul, and Mary. Roberta Flack. Marianne Faithfull. Chuck Mangione. For all you jazz fans.
I like Chuck.
Yep. Rick Davies from Supertramp. Bobby Sherman. Oh, he was so cute. And not really a music person, but sort of music adjacent. Wink Martindale, who started out AM radio out here in California. He was just. And
then he was the game show host, right?
Game show host for years.
Was he the Newlywed Game?
Newlywed Game and Tic Tac Toe. But he also was one of the hosts of. I think he hosted. No, did he? No, he didn't do that. Rose Parade. That was Bob Eubanks. But he was just on a lot of things. And mostly he started a radio guy. And some other notable folks that were kind of not really in any kind of category. Frank Gehry just passed away in December.
Oh, the architect.
Dick Cheney, former vice president. David Gergen and Bill Moyers, to put those guys together. David Gergen was worked in 4 or 5 different administrations as a presidential aide and also as a commentator on CNN for years. Bill Moyers, famous for the Moyers, who does he work with? Worked on PBS hosting. He was a journalist. Jane Goodall, famous with monkeys and gorillas. Giorgio Armani passed away. Famous in the fashion world. Jim Lovell, astronaut. He was on Gemini 7 and Gemini 12 and the Apollo 8 mission. The Pope died.
That's true.
It's very true.
That's true. And then the movie was last year too, the one about the popes.
That's right.
The Conclave or Conclave.
Conclave. Yes.
Which was interesting because
and then we get a new pope from Chicago.
And Villanova University. Villanova grad.
Nova. James Watson. You say, who's James Watson?
Who's James Watson?
Him and Francis Crick made a fortune in DNA research. They were the ones that came up with the theory of the double helix structure in the 1960s. This one you'll know. Joseph Wambaugh. Joseph.
Oh, the writer. What did he?
The New Centurions, the Blue Knight, the Choir Boys, Onion Field.
Right.
Was co-creator of Police Story. Was it NBC back in the 70s?
I don't know.
And last but not least, well, maybe we'll end here. The Hulkster passed. The Hulkster.
That's
Hulk
true.
Hogan.
That's true.
The Hulkster. 71 years old. Famous fake wrestler. And then God knows what else he did. Lots of crazy stuff.
Acting.
Steroids. If you call that acting. Lots of
steroids.
So quite the list for 2025 of folks that passed away. So, well, we've done it again. We have gone through our year-end memorial list, and we had a really great movie tonight. We talked about When Harry Met Sally, and we had a couple whiskeys, a couple cocktails, and we're back at it. We are back at it for 2025, popping out some podcasts. 2026. I'm thinking 2025 because of our memorial here. Yes.
You got to do the time warp. 2026.
So we'll be out with a new one in a couple weeks, but this one will be out on a podcast to download next week. BoozDancing.com. Don't forget us. Don't forget to watch us all on the various socials. And any last words?
Well, this has been it was a rickety episode. We're missing a leg here, but
we're missing a leg with
that's okay.
The three-leg stool only has two legs, and it is rickety.
It's a problem. I'm a little shaky. Maybe that's just the alcohol. I don't know.
It's probably the alcohol.
It's probably the alcohol.
It was good. It was good. We highly recommend When Harry
Absolutely.
Met Sally.
It is When Harry Met Sally is, I believe, leaving HBO Max soon. So get out there and watch it. I believe it might also be available on Stars if you have that for free, or buy yourself a DVD.
And I'd recommend digging into the Rob Reiner catalog.
Absolutely.
He's got so many great movies, and his last official movie, before, unless there's something else coming, Spinal Tap 2, although I have not seen it, I believe it's on HBO also.
Did he do the Albert Brooks? Was it Albert Brooks documentary?
Yes. He did. We could have talked about this earlier. He grew up with Albert Brooks. They were best friends from
Albert Einstein, to be exact.
Albert Einstein, yes. Since they were 16 years old, going to I want to say Hollywood High or Beverly Hills High, and 2 years ago he did a documentary about his best friend Albert Brooks. Yeah. Also on that one, I think it's on Netflix.
It was on HBO.
No, it was HBO. Highly recommend it. And well, have we done an Albert Brooks movie?
I don't know.
We should. Albert Brooks is he's a Hall of Fame.
Finding Nemo. We'll do Finding Nemo.
We can do Finding Nemo. So anyway, dig into those folks. They're great, and we really miss Mr. Reiner and but we laud him for his accomplishments, especially When Harry Met Sally. And with that, I think we should play us out.
All right, sir.
Cheers.
It was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure. Cheers.
Cheers, folks. How do we end this thing?
I don't know.
George, stop this crazy thing.
Push a button.
I feel like the end of the Jetsons.
Push a button.
Stop this crazy thing. What?
Push a button.
You mean like this?